Heavenly Father, we thank you tonight for all your blessings. You said in all things give thanks. So we want to thank you tonight for these mighty machines that you brought before us. Thank you for the Dodges and the Toyotas. Thank you for the Fords. And most of all, we thank you for Roush and Yates partnering to give us the power that we see before us tonight. Thank you for GM Performance Technology and the R07 engines. Thank you for Sunoco Racing Fuel and Goodyear tires that bring performance and power to the track. Lord, I want to thank you for my smoking hot wife tonight, Lisa. My two children, Eli and Emma, or as we like to call them, the little E's. Lord, I pray and bless the drivers and use them tonight. May they put on a performance worthy of this great track. In Jesus' name, boogity, 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 amen.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV for the Movember TASH Dash. It is now time for the 360 winged sprint cars. We are staying here at the Kokomo Speedway. Brett joined by one of the guys behind the checkers and wreckers, Mr. Tommy Boy himself. Tommy, welcome back once again to Ultimate Dirt TV. We'll welcome back once again here to Kokomo Speedway. Now, we've got our sprint cars on the program.
Yes, and thank you for having me back. It was a fun race there with the midgets, and it was a fast one. That is a first midget race. It was a first Australian race, so a lot of firsts for me tonight. So we'll continue here with Kokomo. Thankfully, we didn't have to take that virtual jet anywhere too far here. We just stuck here and sat around for a little bit and used the facilities, got everything out that needed to get out, everything like that.
You might have got everything out, but I haven't got everything out just yet. That's right. But, well, again, I want to give a shout out to, and obviously, people that help put on this show. Big thanks to, Bruzy Raceware. Big thanks to DNM Express. And, of course, DirtDivision, Matt Hill, raising close to $400. And I could have swore today I read something that he'd raised like $415 odd dollars here for the month of Movember. We are going to move into tonight's main event that we know heat races, and we've scrapped the 4-wide salute after it didn't go so well with the midgets, and we're going to run these cars 34 laps around here at Kokomo. And Tommy, what are you expecting from these 34 laps in the 360 cars?
360. I feel like it's going to be a little cleaner race here. We're going to have some fun and be on the green flag a little more. I think it's going to be a good race here.
All right, well, there's no Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. I'm not sure where the drivers are going to line up. Obviously, from qualifying, I would say. I believe Berkeley went quick time tonight. So after tonight's race, of course, we'll chat to hopefully our podium, but we'll also chat to Matt Hill from DirtDivision and get his final thoughts on the process leading up to this race, as we wait for some of the drivers to make their way onto the racetrack here at the virtual Kokomo Speedway behind the iRacing.com pace truck, and our pace car as well, Matt Hill, in that trophy truck, the Pro 2, is going to lead the field behind the iRacing.com pace truck. Not a bad concept as well to have, Tommy.
No, I like that a lot. This is a car that too is not going to just go flipping over the wall to get out in the field there, whenever it feels like it. So I like that. It's a good look, and hey, puts a name out there just to get it out there. And it, like you said, it looks fantastic. And you really like these Pro Light cars, don't you?
Yeah, I hate the 2s. The 4x4s are alright.
That's exactly, yeah. We did a little race the other day. That was the first time I actually got a race with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I think you said you were going to beat me, but just remind the fans how that went.
I think I got like 2 laps in, and my car ended up end over end. And Brett, I think, brought in a second place, or was it third place?
Might have been 4th, actually. I don't know, but look, end of the day, I beat you. That's all that matters.
Oh, absolutely. I'll give you that.
Look, it's unfair advantage. You use your feet, I don't.
Well, hey, there you go.
All right, so in fact,
I was about to say they're on the loud pedal, but no, that beautiful UDTV Movember.com car is still out there, leading that field out there.
Yes, I think they're scrapping the 4 wide. They're getting the drivers from the inversion into their correct positions. So we'll see the fastest qualifiers. The top 2 come from that 3rd row. So that's going to put Bradley Oldfield, the winner of the midget race, on pole for this one. On his outside, Joshua Walton. Then you go back to Harry Stewart. Jordan Casey out of position 4. Where's Walton? Walton's 2. Stewart and Casey in 3 and 4. And Gosley and Berkeley out of 5 and 6. Now, I've got to give a shout out to the 21 machine here tonight. Now, it says Alan Tacken, but I believe that is Blake's colours. So, I'm not sure if that is actually Blake or whether that's Alan behind that cockpit of that car. I dare say it would be Alan, but I know his young boy Blake was meant to run here tonight in the sprint cars, as we are green for 30 laps on the board here at the Kokomo Speedway. Oldfield down into 3 and 4. Walton on the outside. They race side by side, nearly 3 wide, down into turn number 1 and 2. Yellow is quickly out here on the racetrack.
That's right, and we're going to get messy for 40. Is that right? Or messy for 30? Is that how you say it?
Nope, we're going to get dirty for 30.
See, I just wanted you to say. You say dirty, and you just say it so much better than I do.
With a lap in the book, it means we're going to be live for 25.
It was 29, isn't it? With a lap in the book? Or no, never mind. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, you got me all confused there. You're saying 25. It's 29 with 1 lap.
Yeah, but then you take away the 4 laps that we do around here. At 29.
Oh, I thought we were going to do 1 for each lap.
No. Come on, mate. This ain't 28.
Well, we're going to be great for 28 here.
I just did 28. Why are you doing 20? You should be doing 27.
Well, you can't do mate because I think that's just like that's like a comma for Australians.
No, mate, it's 28. No, mate, I did 28.
Well, goodness gracious. Heaven's the only thing I can think of, and that's nothing good we want. Nobody's going to heaven on lap 27.
I don't even know. I don't know if I go there for 26, but anyhow.
They're on the loud pedal on 26.
Sure, we're back under green. Oldfield, Walton, nose to tail on the top side. Here comes the 22, Jordan Casey, trying to go through the middle of the circuit. Berkeley riding in that 2nd position, looking for the race lead. Not going to do it this time by, so they're now going to move to the outside as they go down into turns 3 and 4, just as Oldfield ducked to his inside, but Yellow quickly back out onto the circuit here at Kokomo.
I was watching like 5th, 6th, 7th kind of battle it all out there. Gosley ended up coming out to 4th on that. There was a good little battle going on back there for that position. So keep your eyes out back there because I think they were going 3. I saw 4 wide at one point. So a little fun back there while they got to get on that loud pedal for a minute.
As the field lining up behind the iRacing.com pace truck, it's a non-hittable one. It's invisible, so you can actually drive through that pace car. You've got to be careful. The tracks are like at Lanier, where it just comes 4x4ing. I think it wants to be one of these trophy trucks, but you know, with the height that it gets off the turns on the back straight when it climbs that wall, it can be a little scary for the cars on the inside.
Absolutely. I believe we were doing a broadcast together one day and just kind of freaked me out. All of a sudden we had fast green flag action. They come across that, the yellow flag comes out, and so does the pace car real quick.
Back underway, Casey now up on the inside of Oldfield, moves him out of the way. Oldfield going to lose a few positions there as now Trent Gosley now working to the outside into number 3 and 4. He's up to position 3. And we're back onto yellow here, as I'm not seeing too many laps here under the green flag conditions, but I guess realistically with the more yellows we have, surely it's got to start eliminating cars, right?
That's right. You know, something I like to watch. I mean, a lot of people. You want to watch some green flag action, but definitely keep your eye out on the leader because like Aldrich said before, I got that name right, correct? Or Oldfield. Like Oldfield said last time, he tried to switch up that firing position there, and I like to watch the driver in first do that. It's fun. Those guys don't hit it at the same time and kind of make the guys behind them keep them guessing there.
All right, 17 laps left to run here at Kokomo. The Movember TASH Dash, the 360 Sprint Cars, presented by the Bruzy Raceway, DNM Express, and DirtDivision. There we go, slow field, green flag is back out. And Walton will lead down into 1 and 2. Once again here on the restart, Berkeley in second, down low as well. Gosley rails the top side through turn number 3 and 4 this time by. As Berkeley tries to get around Walton, here comes Gosley on the top shelf. Berkeley goes upstairs. Then we go back to Jordan Casey, run on the top side. And you got Brad Oldfield run on the bottom. Side by side down into 3 and 4 with Harry Stewart on his outside. Stewart. Oh, look, we got a car around. It's the 42 of David Watt there.
Do you call that the same thing here or over there as you States?
What? What are you talking about?
That was a little dance, revolution.
See, I'm disappointed you didn't press your number 10.
See, I can't get that into it because here in the States it's 4:50 and I got 3 kids, so I got to get into it if I'm hitting the button.
Okay, all right. Well, look, you should be getting into it then.
Okay, here we go. Because that was a little dance, revolution.
And if you hear screaming kids in the background, well, you know where they're coming from.
Exactly. Well, that's not necessarily true.
Well,
you have a mute button.
It would have to be because I got a 9 and 13-year-old and an unborn. So if it's the unborn, I'm a bit worried.
Correct, but they're on the loud pedal. That's the only thing we hear screaming right now. And Gosley is up front there, followed by Jordan Casey and Joshua Walton there to finish off the top 3. We got a little yellow flag action up again, and Jordan Casey is going to start back up on the number 1 spot.
I think the yellow might have came out just
Trent
before.
Actually got it, yeah.
Yeah, yellow just coming out, but noticing as well, Casey in the 42 car, on the 22 car, sorry, got no front wing. Same as Harry Stewart. They had contact with that car that was upside down there on the exit at turn number 4. Both drivers getting involved in that one. Had some front end damage where it took off the front wing. Also noticing some front end damage on the 21S of Bradley Oldfield as well. These guys.
How much is that going to play into effect? Obviously, that's going to change up the steering and everything for these guys, the handling.
Not too much on a track like this because, rather than like the half-mile racetracks, like Knoxville or Eldora or Volusia, those kind of tracks there where it'll play a lot more havoc on that front end and obviously a lot more power as well. But on a track like this, it shouldn't affect those cars too much.
Alrighty, well they are back at it, and Gosley stays up front there, and it looks like they're kind of going single file, but then Joshua Walton kind of looked like he tried to throw a slider there, just couldn't creep it up to Jordan Casey's level.
Here comes Stewart, slider on Walton. Walton turns it back underneath him, down into turn number 3. They go to the top side, Oldfield running the cushion as well, top 5. There goes Oldfield and Stewart, they get the front end bouncing, oh there goes Jordan Casey. Yellow is out. Jordan Casey, a spectacular moment, a spectacular flip. And that is going to be yellow flag. I don't even know what number, but we'll just go with 4 or 5.
Wow. That's, I hope that F-150 that Jordan Casey just landed on in the parking lot has insurance because it is smashed. He got a up. I don't think I've seen a wreck on iRacing with a car getting so high up in the air before. That was impressive.
Well, as you just said, wow, your Singapore noodle has also just said wow as well.
Oh, well, look at that. A Singapore noodle.
Alright, you're going along with some Singapore noodles? No worries, no worries. Lights are up on the pace truck.
The bad thing is I got no idea what it is. You got it in my head though, so I'm walking around. It's Thanksgiving here, or it was Thanksgiving yesterday, and I was walking around singing it all day. They're back at it.
Yeah, it is a green white checker, not an extended green white checker. Stewart slides up on Gosley. Gosley turns it underneath Oldfield. Walton side by side. Walton into the back of Stewart. Well, Walton does it again. Driving through people. Oldfield down low. 1 lap to go this time by Trent Gosley into 3 and 4 for the final time. Trent Gosley going to be victorious second. Going to go to Bradley Oldfield. Third at the line is going to be Josh Walton. Then we go back to Joel Berkeley in 4th. Dylan DeBono 5th. Harry Stewart 6th. Aston Hurley, BJ Jordan, Craig Shearer, Shannon Adamson, your top 10. Damien Butler, Nathan Button, Jordan Casey, David Walk, Alan Tacken, Travis Castagna, Craig Anspack, Callan Arthur, and of course Matt Hill, was being one of the virtual pace trucks here tonight. So we'll wait for our top 3, or wait for our podium here in just a few moments' time, and then we'll also bring in the guy that put on this great event. We're going to talk to Matt Hill here in just a moment, but we are going to chat to your winner here tonight, driving car number 4 for WP Congredi and MFR. It is your winner tonight. It's Trent Gosley. Trent, congratulations on the victory. Boy, that was an interesting race. You second quick inversion means you started 5th, and you worked through this field fairly quickly. How was that one?
That was a whole heap of luck there. I think with that lap car spinning around, but you got to take them when you can get some luck, because there's a lot of bad luck in this, as you know.
Yeah, it's kind of a race-by-race situation on whether the good luck is going to come, but 20 cars here tonight, and the track sort of somewhat slickened off a little bit to where, I mean, it was a pretty much top-line dominant racetrack, but, I mean, there was still a bottom and a middle groove there towards the end of it.
Yeah, Kokomo always turned out to be a good track, especially when it starts to slicking off and it comes down to throttle control. It's good.
All right, well, congratulations on the win here in the 360 sprint car portion of the night for the Movember TASH Dash. We'll let you get to celebrating, but before we do, of course, sponsor shout-outs, all that good stuff, buddy. Who makes it happen for you?
Yeah, I just want to thank WPC Concreting, Auto Kings, and Snap-on Blacktown for letting me drive for me. And also, for the prize money, I was donated back to Movember as well.
Awesome. What an absolute gentleman you are. Congratulations on the win, Trent. All right, there we go. Trent Gosley there, home in first place. Tommy, you're standing by with our third place finisher here tonight, Josh Walton.
Well, congratulations on the podium, sir. And it was a race to watch here from the booth, so thank you very much for putting that on for us. We saw that last restart. You were able to come up. I think you were in 5th or 6th there when that restart went off. Kind of go through that last couple laps in your run there to 3rd.
Yeah, sort of had a good start. Managed to hold Joel off and got a few good yellows there, so that kept it off a bit. And so I led for the first 19, and then after the contact with that lap car, sort of stuffed me up a little bit, and then lost my groove. And just slowly picked him off. And sorry to Harry for getting to him there, but just had a pretty good run and couldn't really pull it up too quickly. And managed to work my way back to 3rd, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, it was one that, like I said, sometimes you gotta figure out the yellow flag strategy, somewhat just as much as the green flag strategy. Run through, I'll say that last restart there, and kind of go through the track conditions there as well, because it did look like it got a little slicker there near the end.
Yeah, it's definitely difficult, especially when you got someone like Joel behind you who's quick anywhere on any sort of track, and just had to change it up a little bit to try and get what I could on him. But I couldn't really get much going. It was always going to throw something coming into 3 there, and got caught with that lap car in that last one, and that destroyed that little bit of fun we were having.
Hey, sometimes that happens. It's a racing incident, it looked like, from where I was looking at it. So I know you want to get out there. You want to celebrate. It's a great call. But before you do, why don't you tell everybody if possible?
Yeah, I just want to thank Matt for putting on the event. All going to a great cause, and happy to be a part of it. Thanks to the boys at RTF Racing. ODH Mechanical, Performance Racewear, Sprint Car Parts Australia, and yeah, everyone else who jumps on board.
Well, thank you very much, sir, and look forward to hopefully catching you guys racing some more here in the booth.
All right, well, we're going to chat to our second place finisher here tonight, driving kind of a 21S. Well, he bagged another podium, but this time it is in a sprint car, and well, he's picked up the Harry Stewart Award, a second place run here tonight, Brad, in the sprint cars. That was a little difficult to come from where you were, and certainly had some damage on that number 21S machine. Talk about your race in the 30 lapper.
It was pretty wild, actually. The first couple of laps sort of went backwards. I got lucky with the invert. Was able to start off the front, but obviously I knew I didn't really have the pace to win, but I was definitely going to give it all I had. But no, I got pretty lucky to start off the front and keep out of the mess. Unlucky for Harry because he had it all going on that race, but yeah, I'm just happy to get second, you know.
How different are these 360s to get around here compared to a midget?
Oh, completely different. You have to drive them two separate ways. They couldn't be any further apart. This track is different to most other tracks as well, where you'd usually just just guide it in. You do sort of have to chuck it in, but then it grips, and yeah, it is just wild piece of machinery to handle.
All right, well, congratulations on second place in the sprint cars, the 360s. You're first and second here tonight over both series, so you don't finish outside of the top two as per Bradley Oldfield style. We'll let you get out of here and once again celebrate, and we'll let you thank these sponsors as well.
You know, eSports, Snap-on Tools, 87 Creative, UDTV, just everyone that helped me. Had a couple of spotters again in that race. Like usual, the boys helped me out a lot. Just like to thank them as well. Cheers.
All right, there we go. Bradley Oldfield here in second place. We're going to bring up the brains behind this event here tonight from DirtDivision. It is to lend himself none other than Matt Hill. Matt, I believe you got some final closing words.
Yeah, g'day, Brett. I just want to say a big thank you to anyone that's had anything to do with the MOVEMBER fundraiser for both myself and any other campaigns that you've donated to. This year's been a pretty hectic year when it's come to a loss of lives of young men close to me and close to a few others that I know, whether it be through suicide or some early deaths when it comes to their health as well. So yeah, it means a lot to me that everyone's joined in. I've just got Trent Gosley, the winner of the sprint cars. Then he just said just to donate the money, the prize money that he would have won. That's going straight to Movember, which puts us up. Without that was $575 for this campaign, plus that another 50. So great work. I want to thank our sponsors, particularly you, Brett, for putting this on for us. There's no sim racing streams like yours, mate, and we all appreciate what you do, especially me for doing this one for free, which was amazing. D&M Express, they donated some prize money, and Abruzzi Racewear, they've donated a set of gloves and a set of race boots to the fast charger tonight, which I'm still trying to work out. So I'll officially put the results up shortly.
All right, well, once again, thanks for putting on this event, and congratulations for raising the amount of money that you did. I know every little bit helps when it comes to this sort of stuff, buddy.
Thanks, Brett. Means a lot, mate.
All right, there we go. Matt Hill from DirtDivision, the organiser of this event. Well, Tommy, it's been not even an hour between the two broadcasts, and we are done and dusted. Your first experience of some Australian racing, of course, here on the iRacing.com service, but of course on the virtual Kokomo Speedway. Get your final thoughts before we wrap this up.
Well, I had a blast up here as always, and I hope to be back to watch a little more Australian racing with you. These guys didn't disappoint, and what's better than being up here for a good cause in your first time? So, like I said, I hope to catch some more of these guys.
All right, that'll wrap us up here. Once again, on behalf of Matt Hill and DirtDivision, I want to thank Bruzy Raceware and also D&M Express as well. 500. I think what did he say? $575. That was without the $50 that Trent Gosley had just donated back. So you're looking at $625, or roughly about there. 600. We'll just call it 600 even.
That's right.
That's right. All right. Of course, quickly. Before we wrap things up, give a shout out to our own sponsors and partners. But before we do mine, Tommy, for the people that don't know much about you, what are you doing? Obviously, I know you're from Checkers and Wreckers, but where can people find out about what you do on the World Wide Web?
Hop on over to www.bwsports1thenumeric.com. That's www.bwsports1.com for everything regarding us and any other show that we got going on.
Alright, don't forget to hit the like and follow button on our Facebook page, and of course if you're watching on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, doesn't cost a thing. And again, a big thanks to our sponsors and partners here for basically the next week. A big thanks to Wicked Cushion, 19 Designs, World of Thunder iRacing League, JR Productions and Media, iRacing iFlags, Monsters of Dirt, and Black Diamond Motorsports. On behalf of the team here at Ultimate Dirt TV, the management behind the scenes, everybody that makes this all possible, and on behalf of Mr. Tommy Boy and myself, Brett, we say farewell and good night.